Hello Warriors fans, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss Warriors first-hand news and leave your like to strengthen the channel. The NBA world was put into shock on Wednesday with reports that the Phoenix Suns are waiving 12-time All-Star Chris Paul, according to Bleacher Report's Mark Haynes. A longtime rival of the Golden State Warriors, and in particular Stephen Curry, Paul's future will well and truly be under the microscope over the coming weeks. While Haynes' initial report stated Paul will be waived, The Athletic's Shams Charania hasn't discounted the potential of a trade or the 38-year-old even returning to Phoenix on a much smaller deal. While there is $30.8 million on Paul's contract for next season, only $15.8 million is guaranteed. Would the Golden State Warriors consider targeting Chris Paul should he become an unrestricted free agent this offseason? While Paul's body may understandably be starting to fail him, particularly in the postseason, the fact is that he's just over 12 months removed from being named as an All-Star, an All-NBA third-team member. Combined with his veteran leadership and experience, Paul will have no shortage of suitors should he become available in free agency. Leave your like on this video to keep up to date with everything that happens at Warriors. Thanks. Continuing. Would the Warriors be one of the teams interested in him though? Already with a guard-heavy roster, that needs to be ironed out. On first glance, Golden State don't particularly need Paul's services. Yet that doesn't mean the situation couldn't shift. Jordan Poole's future is certainly up in the air this offseason, but as their only backup point guard, the Warriors couldn't move the 23-year-old without some sort of insurance. Perhaps that's where Paul could come in, filling in that role, while Golden State addressed their forward depth by acquiring someone like OG Anunoby. Paul's days as a championship-level starting point guard may be behind him. If they weren't, then the Suns would undoubtedly be holding onto him. But as a sixth or seventh man playing 20 minutes off the bench, he might be one of the best in the league. Therefore the Warriors should have interest, though other significant moves would need to happen to accommodate it. It likely wouldn't get to that stage anyway, with Golden State certainly on the back foot, even if they were to be interested. For starters, they wouldn't be able to offer anything more than a minimum contract, and Paul will almost assuredly receive at least the mid-level exception from a contending team. If Paul doesn't care about the money, then perhaps he'd still like the idea of a starting role. That's why both Los Angeles teams, each of which don't have a set-in-stone point guard for next season, are among the favorites to land him should he become available. The same could be said for the Boston Celtics, while the Milwaukee Bucks could foreseeably play him next to Jrue Holiday. Golden State can't come to the table with the finances or a starting role, so what do they have to offer? Maybe the thought of the two best point guards of the generation playing together is tantalizing, but Paul may also believe that playing under Curry is the final nail in a rivalry that's been quite one-sided. Put your opinion in the comments, as it is very important for Warriors. I update you at any time with the latest news from Warriors. Help the channel become a member